just a minute. But first, you guys have to go hit subscribe. Go ahead and click that bell when you're there so that we can make sure that we get all of our notifications. All right. The rest of the spiel will be at the end of this reading, okay? All right, Leo, what's going on? Let's find out more about the month of August that is upcoming. Super exciting, getting into your love predictions as well as your general, just kind of figuring out what's going on as far as finances, anything to do with business and love, of course, at the very, very end, and just kind of general scheme of what you need to be doing as far as setting intentions for your wonderful, beautiful month of August. It's exciting. It's not. It's terrifying. It's going to be really, really hot in August. How about that? Okay, Leo, predictions. I'm going to get into this oracle reading first. I want to currently see where you are as far as energy, and then we're going to get into a confirmation through tarot. Hold on. I think I forgot. I have my cards. Totally did. Okay. Let's go there. All right. Some sort of a delay. Maybe you're just resisting, not dealing with, or just hasn't gotten to you yet. I think normally there's a natural tendency to kind of delay things when we're trying to finish something creative. So sometimes we'll procrastinate, or sometimes we'll be like, oh, we're too busy to get to it. But you literally are procrastinating, okay? You really need, hello. You really need, well, speaking of Leos, you really need to get into finishing whatever it is that you're doing creative-wise. Maybe you have some artwork, maybe you're working on some music, whatever it is, it definitely is something that, the things that make you tick, the talents that you have, whatever it is, you need to confront this tendency that you create a delay in the process of creative, okay? So just make sure you check in with that because that is in a little bit of low energy, so yeah, it's just might be your manifestings off, or the structure, the stability that is definitely lacking when it comes to you delaying this kind of stuff. So stop doing that. Okay. All right. There is also a positive energy currently in clarity, something that you're clearing up, maybe some information that's a little more clear. Fertility is also in positive energy. So you might be fertile right now. You could even be in a place where you're working on fertility, but is a positive, whatever it is, as far as your fertile garden, okay, however far it goes for you, whatever you're doing to fertilize, it's great. Just keep doing it. Okay, so any babies on the way, or you're thinking about babies, maybe just fertility in general, just working on some fertility stuff, IVF, whatnot, what have you, this is in a really positive energy right now currently. Let me get one last card here for you, Leo, for current energy. Here we are. All right, nice. Very high in energy when it comes to family, just maybe within the home, however that resonates, or in the community, or the little group, or, the connections of family, or, even friends that you consider family. However this aligns for you when I'm reading, please go with that. Well, they're thinking about you too. Hey. So thanks for subscribing, because the last 28 days we have gotten 398. So it's going on up. Super excited. So make sure that you keep hitting that subscribe, keep checking in with your readings, and check in. All right, let's get into this tarot card reading. We're going to find out about money first, okay? Okay. Okay. So in upcoming August, excuse me. I need a pillow. I cannot see. So sorry. I literally cannot see for the life of me. I need a pillow to sit on. It's ridiculous. I'm an adult and I'm sitting on a pillow so I can see above my desk. Hello. Hello. Oh, I know, right? I'm so excited. Hopefully I do. That's the idea, is just keep on going up. Keep on progressing. There. Is that better? This eyebrow needs fixed. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. In upcoming August, for your finances or anything to do with your money bag, you're definitely sitting on a money bag. You're not really, it's not like outlandish. You're not acting outlandish. You might even be acting like a little bit of a cheap ass. So I just feel like the stability or safety or some kind of like safety comes from doing that. So instead of being extravagant and, out of control, because that tends to happen too. I feel like you're in control. You're definitely just kind of hanging out, on your little pot of gold in August, just making sure that you don't overly spend, but you might be a little too frugal. So if you're not giving, you're not taking, you're not taking, you're not giving. However that resonates when it hits August. I do think the things that are surrounding this, you might actually have a little anxiety because of a mistake that you might have made within the past year, even, or the past month, it could be. But I definitely feel like you're really trying to reassess, trying to avoid the dramatics of the situation. What else do we got surrounding that? You're also feeling a little overworked. You're feeling very, very stressed the fuck out. You're exhausted. You're exhausted, Leo, okay? Yeah. Super. And when you're overworked like that, it's no fun. But that is coming to an end though. So just so you know that. And that has a large amount to do with whatever you're doing creatively, which is confirming to me the reading with Oracle. It's just indicating that, hey, you know what? Stop stressing yourself out. Stop overworking, because you are literally exhausting yourself to the point where you're putting off, you're delaying the creative process or anything that has, meaning in your life, something, energetically connected, spiritually inspiring, whatever that may be. Action will be needed. So this overworkedness, the stress, is coming to an end though in August. So that is a huge plus. Okay. All right, let's find out about your work. What's going on, work girl? Okay. As far as your job, it's like you're not quite in the leader position. I know that you feel like maybe you could be, but this is a job that will need to have a leader, a very structured, stable leader. You could even be dealing with this person at work. They have low energy though. Okay. It could even be, I don't think it's something you manifested. I do feel like this is somebody that you have to deal with as far as your job is concerned. And it really is creating a little bit of self-doubt here. And your job, whatever you do, you're really, really good at. You're very experienced in doing. You've been doing it for a while now. And I feel like whoever this person is, they make you feel confused. They make you feel like you have a bunch of self-doubt. You have insecurity about something here. And I do think that you're trying to have a conversation about it so that you can change some things up. But it's like nobody wants to see clarity unless they want to see clarity about the situation. And that would just kind of be up to them too. McDonald's. McDonald's. Speaking of food, don't say food. I'm starving. Stop it. Yeah, because this person could be an earth sign. So whoever this person you're dealing with has a lot to do with your job. Could even just have like a little bit of a connection, or it could be somebody in your home. It could be a family member, however that runs. This person is less than capable. They're not very practical. And it's almost like they're probably the least graceful individual you have ever met, the most neglectful individual, but they really draw in that misery. They really draw in that almost like, I just feel like they're not very down to earth when they could be. They could definitely be. And you're kind of like over the situation. You're like, I'm freaking over it. All right. What is the likely outcome in August for that? All right. This person, you definitely have memories with this person, memories that you're not really fond of, but you do have some sort of nostalgia that you can kind of turn to or go back to. But I feel like you're not really communicating with them. You don't want to cooperate. You're not trying to get together and have a convo about the situation. You're like, you know what, just stay the fuck over there. I got my shit over here. I'm in a place of brilliance. I'm experienced here. I am humorous. I'm funny, people. I am Leo. I am a lion. Nobody fucks with me. Okay. And that's how you're feeling. You're feeling on fleek. I get it. But it is also kind of like a dead in the heart. It's exhausting to have to deal with somebody, especially if they have like some sort of like business, connection with you. It's very difficult to be in a place where you're like, you know what? I just don't like you. I mean, and you got to be like, I'm fine. So it's like, yeah, this is an earth sign. It's definitely an earth sign. All right. Let's find out what's going on as far as your health. Let me reshuffle. Leo, where are we health-wise? I feel like you're probably pretty good. That's what I'm thinking intuitively. I just don't know why. I'm just going to scream it out there. Leo's probably really healthy. Like, dun dun, no, he or she is not. I feel like, the only thing that's probably fatigued is your mind, maybe your little bit of your spirit, but I don't think physically you're doing too terrible. This one, oh, I know. It makes me freaking nervous too. You think I want to give anybody any bad news? I don't. Sister, I'm right there with you. Ooh, I watched Tyler's Tarot. He starts talking about health. I'm like, because he's always right. And I'm like, God dang it. He'd be like, oh, this new person in your life is, a terrible individual. They drive like shit. And I'm like, no, stop talking. All right. Health-wise, you are super motivated in August to get a little more clear in the mind, okay? You're extremely smart, extremely intellectual. You're very logical, rational. You know how to deal with certain things. But I mean, sometimes you slide off when it comes to the mental stuff. Sometimes you're like, yeah, fuck it. But then, like it all gets a little like confusing, foggy. The mind gets a little, it starts ailing. You get overworked, but you are going to be looking into it. You're going to be trying to nurture that side. So make sure to double check and add some intentions for your next month. Okay. I do feel as if health-wise, I think you're pretty fulfilled. I mean, it's a pretty positive scenario here. Okay. The only thing that I'm seeing is that you do have an unhealthy dependency or like the materials. So maybe the health of like your finances or the health, just like, and that could be confirming that tarot or the oracle in the beginning, because it was just kind of indicating like you started becoming a cheap ass because you had spent too much and you were learning your lesson. Well, it's also indicating that in August, you'd be dealing with, as far as like any kind of stability in that, there's definitely going to be some sort of a dependency still on the financials or the materials or, the externals of the world. Honey, we want to look good. We want the brand new shoes. We want the brand new car. We got to look good. We're a Leo. Nothing best, nothing worse. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. All right. That is the cause. So you are going to be inspired to really push this mind stuff. So you are going to be working on the inward stuff, hopefully. So I think that is a plus. I do think that it's going to bring you a lot of like relief, harmony, and some balance. I definitely feel like the intensity and the emotions that you're feeling on the inside, and it's probably a lot of anger and, irritation and annoyance. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, I think that is going to be at ease. Okay. And again, a lot of the influences of this is because of that dependency, the illusion that you need materials all the time. It really affects your mind when the money starts fucking with you. The money's like, and you're like, you want to bring the tower down. Okay, moving forward, likely outcome for this health stuff is that you just are going to be very cautious as far as your mind goes, especially when you're kind of like reflecting or looking back on anything throughout the month. You're really going to be checking in through your mindfulness. And again, just working with any awareness or being cautious to the consequences of spending too much or doing too much with the money. Okay, stop it. Because you do have an opportunity coming up, but is low in energy because you haven't quite started working on the mind stuff yet. You haven't, and that's the only thing health-wise that I'm seeing. Okay. But I do think that there's an opportunity, something very creative, something that needs your action in August. And you really need to get, a grip on that. It's a new beginning. So you really want to deal with it. I think it's going to be a really nice, energetic change. I think it's a really inspiring beginning. So it's definitely having to do with whatever it is that you do creative-wise, artwork, singing, acting, YouTube, drawing, editing, whatever, coloring book. If you're looking to build, you gotta get it. You gotta get it. You gotta get some control in that mind. Get it clear, honey. All right, let's get into this love stuff. I want the big cards. Yada. Oh yeah, totally do. I love Tyler's tarot. He's the reason I started doing tarot. Him and my friend Kate. Literally, like, I adore his readings, and I know he's like vulgar and stuff, but that's the funny part. But he's very intuitive, and whether or not he takes it seriously, something channels through him. He's pretty rad. Controversial, which I like too. All right, let's find out what's going on here. Love-wise in upcoming August, definitely dealing with some sort of growing issues. I feel like past issues with somebody in the past definitely could be dealing with a Taurus or an earth sign. So this earth sign is coming back in. So this might be the one who you're basically connected with through financials or business. Okay. And we were just discussing this person, and they're popping up in your love reading, which does not surprise me. Now, again, if you're not in love, if this is just a friend or a coworker, then let it resonate where it does. Don't let my words jumble up the reading for you. I want you to be able to get your message no matter what. Confidence, though, is, I mean, you have a lot of confidence grown through really tough times. Now, this could be with this person or without, but I really feel like your confidence has boosted because of all these, hard times that you are maneuvering through. But I think a lot of the past issues are from the fact that you kind of close your eyes to whatever's going on. Okay. And I don't think that you're talking about it with this person in specific. I don't think you guys are communicating so much about this, but I do feel like you have a lot of personal beliefs and you kind of bend your rules for this person. And that probably bothers you, puts you in a place where you're wanting to walk away. You're like, I don't want to try and fix this no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. That was almost a song. No more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. That just was in my brain. Holy crap. That just hit me. I'm so sorry. I was like, duh, that song. I always forget that messages are delivered through my music. I will wake up with songs just like going over and over in my head. Okay. So yeah, you're going to be walking away because it's going to be too late with this individual. And this is not something that you're willing to sit down and have a cup of tea with. You're like, fuck no, I just spilled all my tea. I'm done. I kept spilling and cleaning up. And now I'm not answering you. How about that? Now that could be you or them, however it resonates. But again, it is your message. Please understand that. But this brought you a lot of anxiety. There was a lot of anxiety in this issue. And there was a lot of emotions that were not being tended to. It was almost, again, like you were tied up and you were blindfolded. You could not deal with anything. And you weren't really willing to either. And this walking away gives you anxiety also. But I feel like if you were to put it on the scale of which one would be worse, I would say having to deal with this over and over with this person. At least when you walk away, you know that it will never come back up type of jam. Okay. All right. What's the likely outcome of that situation? Temperance, we got our wheel up. Yeah, I just think it's going to put you in a place where you're a lot more clear-headed, clear-minded. So this will be at the end of August and the beginning of the next month, okay? I do think you're going to be extremely receptive to this new beginning or, journeying into some sort of safety, sanity. But it was just too much. That was too much, okay? You feel a lot lighter by the ending of the month, which is really nice. And that's probably why the mind clears up quite a bit by then. That would make sense to me. I think it'll feel like way more balanced, inner calm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to bring a new beginning for you. And by the time you hit the next month, the fear is going to be gone because you're going to start getting a little bit nervous. It's going to make you uncomfortable, okay? But I feel like any new moment, any new breath, it's going to terrify you. But it's either that or be terrified in the relationship. Fudge. I forgot my daughter's in here. Good. I'm glad it makes sense. All right. I'm going to do a couple more cards. I just want to know what's the biggest obstacle for this month ahead overall for your love stuff. Okay. What is it really kind of dealing with here? Deception, honey. Did somebody steal from you? Was somebody a little tricky? Huh? Did they steal? Somebody stole something. They could have stole your heart. They could have stole your goddamn marbles. This person is definitely wasn't giving you truth. They had a lot of secrets. There was some hidden stuff going on. Now, again, if you're a Leo and you're truthful with yourself, you could be like, you know what? That sounds like me, actually. I mean, I'm kind of a dick. Whatever. Anyway, so this is an earth sign for show and a Taurus in specific, but I definitely feel like it's been a rocky road, kind of like a rocky road show, a horror house. Horror? Or is it Rocky Road Horror House? Let me know if you guys know what that movie is or that play. I cannot remember now. That joke totally went out the window. Okay, so doing something about it now would be productive. So that's what I would do, okay? At least within this week, 7 days. Because you have a lot of anxiety. I mean, if you can deal with it now, I'd deal with it now and get it the fuck over with. Because otherwise you're going to ruin your whole month of August. If you planned on having a good month of August, do it now. Okay? All right. Damn kids stealing. Now, don't be going out and busting all the Tauruses, okay? When I say stole, I could say they stole, like a bookmark. They could have stole your heart. They could have stole some food out the pantry. Whatever. I mean, don't start busting all the Taurus thinking that they're all criminals. I'm going to be out there looking, like, yeah, I'm a Taurus. I didn't steal nothing from nobody. And I am single and mingling. So I do not have a Leo boyfriend or girlfriend. No. We don't do that. Oh, these cards popped up. Last two cards because they just leaped out. This man just jumped out. Justice in reverse. All right. So, yeah. Just a reminder, you have a new beginning. Okay, you have a really great, fresh, yummy start in August, and you're going to feel it when it's occurring. So just know that when you're starting to feel it, just really start working with that inner child. Have some time with the family, your friends, have a little bit of fun. Just really trust yourself when you're dealing with it. Really welcome in that new beginning, okay? And I feel like this dishonesty or the lack of accountability that you are having to deal with, that puts you in a place of living in denial. And if you don't accept the truth, you will forever be it's stuck, wherever it is that you kind of keep going back to. So make sure to really understand that this is the reality. This is your reality. This is your moment. This is your day. Just enjoy this new beginning. It's really exciting. And it eventually, the truth will balance out. But I know it's something that will bother you. It'll kind of like go in circles in your mind, and it's just it takes a minute, and there's a lot of blame, there's a lot of feelings of being unfair, there's a lot of judgment within that situation. So the cards were like, hey, we have one more thing to say here. All right, please go hit subscribe. I am single as a Pringles are not single. Pringles have like 60 of them in there. Is that the point? Does that mean like they're a playa? Because I'm sorry, but a Pringle would be a player to me because there's the Pringle and then a bunch more. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like single, like is that like two different meanings? I'm not single as a Pringle. I am single as the last piece of bread in the bag. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all I got. Okay, please hit subscribe. Go ahead and click on the uploads that do pop up on the video when you see it, and go check out all those videos and like them, share them on your social media. Go check out my social media below. All my details are in the detail box. Paper is not single. It's always in a pile or stack. Girl. I mean, I wish. I am single. Let's think of another one. I am single as one of those really fancy pens that you have to buy solo. How about that? Yes, anyway, please go ahead and check out those videos again, share those on your social media, and go check out the member button on my YouTube channel at Hangman Tarot. Go check it out, become a member, super chats, all sorts of incentives, all sorts of perks. I don't have the intro video done for that yet, but I will. I'm procrastinating, so that's what that is. Good night, Lauren. All right, thanks for coming in, you guys, and talking. Princess May, Lauren, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure, darling. Goodbye. Enjoy your night.